stupidity, and stupidity. You know, how many stupid people in this world we have in there? Well, by the time when they're saying about nuclear power plants and nuclear weapons and all that shit, yeah, I'm gonna even have to even swear in my video because I don't feel like swearing. Well, this is what it is. TEPCO in Japan tried to approve about opening up or safely of nuclear power plants. You know, what kind of... Hey man, are you guys freaking smarter than that? Freaking don't invest in cold fusion technology? Well, another stupid here, right here in America, here in Florida, FPL, FP fucking L, you know, known as Florida Power Lines. Somewhere in Florida, even though this is not natural disaster, but what if man-made disaster comes and strikes and some terrible shit happens over there in a nuclear power plant in somewhere in Florida, right here in the state. You know, the fucked up people, you know, fucked up people in leadership, that we call it. FPL's fucked up people in leadership. So they were planning that they will say about a nuclear power plant to be proven to be house green gases safe. Safe? What if some crazy jerk out there, besides the story about this, do a bombing or some shit like that, or something crazy, right? We don't need that kind of shit here. You know, if this is America, and I bet probably the president, probably the vice president might just invest money on cold fusion technology. Yes, that's right, cold fusion technology. Well, this country needs to invest cold fusion technology besides that, you know, and plus high-speed rail, you know, free trade with Japan. But now we're going to this. This is more stupid than this. Have you noticed the Sarnoff brothers that freaking put a bomb in the Boston Marathon? The Boston Marathon bombers, alright? I don't know if these jerks are watching that. One of them still alive. You know, the Sarnoff brothers, the first victim of this. Yeah? Tamerlan Sarnoff. Tamerlan Sarnoff. Tamerlan Sarnoff is one of them that, with the black hat, I think is the older brother, got killed. You know, I don't know how it is, how stupid it is to have cops and whatever. You know, he's dead. But now the other brother, the younger one, you know, besides the younger about suspect 2, Zorkar Sarnoff, you know, what is this? Is discrimination against Czech people? You know, or like they're gonna discriminate Czech people from Chechnya? Yeah, and guess what? Anybody could do this. Alright, there was a Chinese young woman died from college in that marathon. Somebody, and then this little kid in Chamberlain or whatever it is, you know, what the hell would these press gonna do? And then it says, okay, don't stay in your homes. Let's get Zorkar Sarnoff. You know what? If somebody out there, if they don't have that restriction, somebody out there will go and kick Zorkar's ass, get beat up, put him in the car, and take him to the police station and put him in custody. and that's it. And then one thing of people it is that if I says okay, it might be related to terrorist organization, it might be this shit, might be that shit. You know, that could probably be bullshit. Probably could be another local organization called similar to the trench coat mafia in Columbine, Colorado. Yeah, that kind of shit. Maybe you know what? You know, even though I'm sick and tired of it, and didn't watch The Price is Right show every day at 11 o'clock here. And I mean, 11 o'clock, you know, well, is midnight in Japan. Yes, of course. You know, I'm just saying, I have the willing to marry a Japanese girl, having a Japanese girlfriend and stuff. But yeah, even though I need to learn their language, even though I used to learn Japanese, but now this is what it is about the Dzhokhar Zarnov. If his ass would have been kicked, beat up, turned out to the police with a black eye at the station, you know, that's it. You know, lock him up and throw away the key. And then what was this? This is the Boston Mass Transit doesn't have any buses. Oh yeah, yes. And they probably have copied this from Hollywood movies. You know, I'm saying, instead of watching the news, I'd rather freaking see the movie Speed. What is Speed? Dennis Hopper has played a terrorist in the movie. You know, he's dead. You know, thanks a lot for playing a great villain. You know, thank God, rest his soul. That I think what it is that what would happen? What would happen if this thing it is? You know, what if they don't catch that sucker? You know, we ain't that stupid. People ain't stupid, you know. Yeah, this will happen. Seeing movies. Just same thing with this dude. Watching the Batman movie and over there in Aurora, Colorado, playing the Joker thing. You know, this could be more like they could freaking watch movies. You know, I have the freaking movie Speed myself. I saw Speed, you know, a bus hauling ass all the way to Fenway Park, that is. Yeah, and then the freaking bus, you know, people gets out. They know, get the rescue mission on another bus before the bus goes to Fenway Park. And then when the bus goes to Fenway Park, it blows up. Yeah, thanks a lot, Dzhokhar. You know, if you were thought of seeing the movie Speed, you know, that's fucked up. You know, this is why people is saying these things. They copy shit from movies. And, you know, Hollywood has to be blamed for, you know, seeing shit like this, you know, copying from movies, you know, art imitating life, you know, that's what it is. People seeing, yes, it's a movie, production studio, so, you know, you have it, Speed, boom, there's a bus, people riding the bus in LA, a bomb in the bus, people, you know, bus hauling ass, you know, some chicks driving a bus, you know, Sandra Bullock is play Annie, and then Tavern is played by Keanu Reeves, and the bad guy is Dennis Hopper, you know, Dzhokhar, I hope, thank goodness, you know, people safe, but, you know, they might just think of, oh yeah, what they're trying to prevent, the bus going to Fenway Park and blow up, yeah, and Dzhokhar being the role of Dennis Hopper, you know, that's what it is, you know. I think that this kind of stuff, this kind of shit, you know, has to be doesn't have to be imitated, and then I don't know when these two brothers that these kids try to see, or they're watching, having bombs on their backpack and whatever. I don't care what kind of religion they are. Don't blame the Chechens. And then what else is the popularity in one thing? The most tragic incident that have happened long ago, it was the good rap. Oh yeah, this is how their people. This is how these folks are. This is over there in the Virginia Tech. Freaking ignorant Japanese people in Virginia Tech. Oh yeah, if this punk is like that, I think every punk is like that. There will be more Virginia Tech tragedies. That's what they think. Stupid people. It is stupidity and what it is. It doesn't matter if they're Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Irish or whatever. Look, there might be things like that. They might see about the London Marathon. It might be worse than that. This is the new face of what we checked out about terrorism or people doing crazy shit. These might be two kids doing crazy shit. That's what I mean. These 26-year-old and somebody 19-year-old freaking watching a movie, and then they're like, oh yeah, I want to copy from this movie. I want to be the bad guy. How cool is it to be a bad guy? Or yeah, of course, one of them want to be a boxer. And then if they're watching this kind of movie, and then they might have planned. They might have plan of all this shit. They were planning of this. They were planning the raid. I saw the movie Speed. A bomb blew up in the elevator. Boom. And then I may feel like watching the movie Speed right now after I'm done with this video. And then what did these Zarnov brothers? One gets killed. They rob a freaking 7-Eleven. They kill a cop. Their duty is to catch bad guys and put them to jail. What it is about deportation. About what if they be deported or something, and then discrimination against Czech people. Czech people are cool. Just because you have two spoiled apples, you gotta freaking get rid of those rotten apples. Now I listen. A Chinese student gets killed. Yes, I know. And then whoever get the praise. Oh yeah. Just like this dude from the Virginia Tech, everybody's gonna do the same shit like they did in Virginia Tech. Bullshit. That's kind of being stereotypical and ignorance and saying, I don't know, look at everybody. Not everybody's like that. Besides, oh yeah, thank goodness, thank God for Psy doing the Gangnam Style, and they just cover up and saying, oh well, this is it. Just for some people, they're thinking that this guy might be our Psy's son, might do some shit like that, like another Virginia Tech bullshit. That's what it is. I think what it is that I tell you about it. It doesn't matter if it's Chinese, Japanese, black, white, Korean, whatever. Whoever does crazy shit, somebody does the crime, pays the time. That's it. Copying from movies, copying all this shit. I'm not saying, thank goodness we ain't gonna see no thing that happened like Speed. The Boston Mass Transit people that works at Boston Mass Transit, they gotta watch the movie Speed. If they have to freaking watch the movie Speed, even though staying in their houses, I'm bored, I'm gonna freaking go home. You have some people that works at the Boston Mass Transit system and a bus. You gotta watch the movie Speed because Zarnov is going to play the role of what Dennis Hopper is doing for the Boston Mass Transit. Is this? You gotta check out that movie. If you have the movie, watch it. Look at the TV. You have HBO, or buy the movie or rent the movie. You know, that's what it is at a local video store, but you know, or something. Yeah, and see what it is about Speed. And then about Boston Mass Transit and Dzhokhar Zarnov playing the role of Dennis Hopper's role, you know, being the bad guy and stuff. Because people think, oh yeah, it's cool to be the bad guy and all that shit. See if this shit happen at the Boston Mass Transit bus, you know, freaking. You know, see if the just imagine the Los Angeles airport being Fenway Park when you watch the Speed movie. That's it. You know, and other stuff. For the London one, please, Japanese folks, don't get offended. But I think you gotta look through the investigation of what the IRA might do. You know, this is what it is. They might freaking have the danger. What will happen? You know, check out this. Check out. There is. I believe there is somebody of Japanese descent. I'm not saying not all Japanese people are bad, but there is somebody. You know, Ireland is now multicultural. There's somebody of Japanese descent. Irish of Japanese descent planning to do something at a Protestant Evangelical Church in London, you know, that is Chinese. You know, they're giving out the service in Chinese. It could be Mandarin or Cantonese, but you know, Chinese Evangelical Church in London, England. Probably probably the finish line is at a London Chinatown. There's a Chinatown in London, believe me. And then capture this. Gotta find out of what is investigation to go out in Ireland. The British spies gotta go out in Ireland at the source of the IRA. Check out what this dude being to break loose, to dirty our minds as, oh yeah, that's cool that we freaking nuke these people again. Nuke these people again. Oh yeah, thank God for March 11th. That kind of bullshit. Not to freaking dirty of our minds. Just to check out this, just that bad apple of this dude dealing with the IRA, the Irish Republican Army. Might do what one might do at a London Marathon, protecting that Chinese Protestant church in London at a Chinatown. You know, I hope that these people are not gonna freaking get killed in their Chinese church service. You know, done by some freaking maniac of Japanese descent, Irish of Japanese descent, being part of the IRA. You know, I don't know what's the dude my name of, but this is it. I think this the London one is more serious than that because it's involved a terrorist or organization. The Boston one is more like, yeah, these are dudes that are freaking gonna copy from a movie. They're gonna freaking copy from Speed. Yeah. Those gotta be put out to jail, maybe probably deportation or whatever, you know, because these suckers are out there. You know, this sucker's out there. Another one is dead. You know, suspicious. Ask questions. Whoever did it, or there's somebody on the side. Probably might happen the same bullshit like in Columbine with the trench coat mafia, and that would be it. You know, and besides that, the London one, you know, gotta be very secure, policemen, all guarded, and you know, this Chinese Evangelical Church being so guarded with security guard, policeman, the army, whatever, because some Irish guy of Japanese descent, member of the IRA, might do bad shit, and then this is what it is. Not all Japanese people are bad, but people that join terrorist group like the Irish Republican Army and all that bullshit needs to be stopped. And then, I think doesn't matter what kind of religious tolerance or something like that, these people of having to be an extreme things, going to the extreme, are nothing but an abomination to society. And then to capture these abominations to society, to abominate my faith and our faith, culture. Yes, these are abomination to the culture of the church. And then with the IRA in there, in London, that's abomination to the Catholic religion, an abomination to the Japanese people. Why? Because this dude might just do some crazy shit at a Chinese Evangelical Church at a London Chinatown. That's it. All I'm about to say is that, you get prayers for these people, or hope not to say your prayers, whatever it is, to the Supreme Being, that this kind of shit don't happen anywhere, and we need to stop all these crazy shit. And and then whatever it is, if you're watching a movie, don't take everything from the movie seriously. I'm better off being chilling out, watching a movie at home, and that's it. This is what it is. If things like that happen like this, what if the people joining in of a particular terrorist group? Well, what if China has become part of Great Britain, right? You know what? If I have seen to be people in love to get together and not to free a country or fight for freedom fighters, what it is. Yes, let me tell you about freedom fighters. Yeah, the pride of Ireland and all that stuff, right? If the Chinese are under the British dynasty, I will say I prefer to be a British puppet instead of killing trillions of people. I mean, the whole population in China with a nuclear bomb, right? That's it. I'd rather be a British puppet so everybody could stay alive. In that case, I'd rather, be on the safe side, that everybody gets along. And no matter what, I don't know if it's talking about British puppets, but that's what it is. In other words, I'd rather be people get together, fix things in the more diplomatic manner than, starting wars and all that bullcrap, right? Why? Because I think people in this world, they're so ignorant and stupid, and then that's why stupidity has to stop. No nuclear weapons, no nuclear plants. FPL freaking is saying is surpassed greenhouse gas thing. Yeah, my ass, greenhouse ass, good for the environment. Yeah, that's bullshit. Hoover Dam is safer than that nuclear power plant FPL claims. Why? That's what it's called. Fucked up people in leadership. And TEPCO is another bunch of dumbasses that they know how freaking better, and look at the freaking results of nuclear power plants. So, stupidity has to stop, and, stop being stupid, and now it's time for some action. And look, stop the using of nuclear everything, stop imitating Hollywood, and stop these people that are an abomination, that are the real terrorists. Bye and peace out.